Hey, I'm Easton and I just want to tell you about one of the influential leaders in my life, Pastor Anthony McLeod. Now, when I was in middle school or in junior high, Pastor Anthony came into our school and started running the chapel programs. At the same time, he started running the youth group at my church. I, at that time, was a part of the chapel leadership program, and I got the opportunity to grow and learn. At the same time, he was learning how to lead and grow us. So we did a lot of things where we partnered together and got feedback and brainstormed things because he hadn't had everything worked out. So it gave me the opportunity to learn how to lead and how to brainstorm, and how you, as a leader, you don't have to have all the ideas, that you can take ideas from other people, that you can sometimes have an idea and it can be the wrong idea. But then also being a part of the youth leadership, we came up with this acronym, SCARF, and it stood for Servant Leader, Committed. A stood for Atmosphere Shifter, R for Responsible, F for Focused on God and Family. So the S, Servant Leader, basically means that we're going to be leaders, but we're also here to serve. That we're going to put others before ourselves, and we're going to make sure that we can help other people grow spiritually, physically, or whatever, help them reach their own goals. Then Committed, that meant every single week that when you say you're going to be somewhere, you're going to be there, or you're going to communicate. And if you mess up, you take responsibility, which is what the R stands for. And then A, Atmosphere Shifter. When you're a leader, you set the tone when you walk into a room. If you have a bad attitude when you're dealing with your residents, well, then they might have a bad attitude about APU. Or if you have a great attitude and you see the best in people, see the best in your school, see the best in others, then they're going to see the best in others. And then F, focused on God and focused on family. So first you have to be focused on God before anything else. Without Him, the rest is going to fall apart slowly. But when you have your relationship right with God, you're going to have your relationships right with people. And so when it comes to leadership, I believe that we need to be servant leaders. I believe we need to be committed, we need to be responsible, we need to be focused on God and family. And thanks to Pastor Anthony, I learned all about how to do those and live those out. So when it comes to what does the RA position mean to me, the first thing I think about is that an RA is someone who shapes the community of their living area. It's someone who pours into their residents. And I also think of not only just how they do it, but like also the parts where they will make brownies, or they'll make cookies for their residents, or they'll write encouraging notes to their residents. And when they talk to a resident having a bad day, they encourage them. They do something to shift the current culture to make it better, make it so they can refine their identity, refine their purpose while they're at college. And one of the things that I really just love about the RA position is that over the past few years, in my own living spaces, I've been able to make brownies. I made brownies for all of UPB Corps, which was over 140 brownies. Or just making it for just my neighbors right next door. But the thing is, that's something an RA gets to do regularly, is making things for their residents, doing things where they're serving their residents. And I just think that is so cool, because you have a position where basically you get to pour into the students' lives at APU, pour into the community, help build the community up, and encourage them in their walk with God, encourage them in their studies, encourage them physically and spiritually and emotionally to stay on the path that God has for them. And I just think it's so awesome that as an RA, I would have the opportunity just to journey alongside more of the students at APU that I wouldn't have the opportunity to if I wasn't an RA.